Mr. Steal Your Girl.
This can't be true. That you dated the same woman as your nephew once?
Yeah. I was in love with her. That's the thing. Come on, you ain't never...
Listen, guys, I like the Wayans. I think they're great, but that's crazy.
I need more information before I say it's crazy or not.
His nephew?
Well, how serious were they?
Bruh.
He just knocked her down?
You never did the Jackson 5?
I mean, for a family member, that's off limits, Damon.
No, but it wasn't like they were in love.
So he dated her.
Do you know how small the pool is out here in Cali?
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I think that's BS. I'm sorry. I think it's BS. There's a lot of women around the world. There's a lot of women, especially if you got money. And California's a big state. So, I mean, look, you can find someone else. You would date your nephew's girl?
Would I personally do it? I don't think so. But also,
I don't think so.
It all depends on the situation. If it's, let's say the nephew was like talking to this girl for 2 to 3 weeks and they were kind of getting to know each other and they were dating. Dating doesn't mean that they were together as a couple. That means maybe they went out on some dates. They went and got dinner, they had some drinks or whatever. That's way different than if they were serious together. If they were seriously a couple, like they were thinking about the future together, then no, I think it's wrong. But if they were just kind of casually talking to each other, and by casually talking, she connected with Damon, all right, whatever. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I need more information. Everybody's jumping at the salaciousness of it. We don't know the details.
Yes.
The dating pool, like, and this was probably, what, 2001, 2?
Did you know originally? Did she know originally that?
Yes, when I met her, I got divorced and I was by myself for 2 years.
Right.
And then I saw her and I was just like, oh my God, I'm in love. And I found out my nephew had dated. I'm like, what's up with that? He goes, oh, that's you. I was like, okay, pass the kibosh.
Okay, so my opinion did change a little bit. I still wouldn't do it, but the fact that he got the okay from the nephew does make it a little bit better. Well, why are you looking at me?
No, I agree. I said, no, in my mind, like, that was already, to me, I assumed that had already happened. I doubt he would do it without the cosign.
I mean, I didn't know. I'm just watching this for the first time. So
Me too.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
but when I heard that, that's a crazy headline, bro.
That's what it's supposed to be. But continue. I cut you. Go ahead.
The fact that he got the okay from, because listen, I know guys, even in my own neighborhood, that were best friends, and then one of the guys starts dating his ex-girlfriend, and they were dating for years. So I know that personally. So I'm like, whenever I hear any of these kind of headlines, I always assume the most craziest thing. I always think the craziest thing, because this is something I would never do. But the fact that like his nephew was cool with it, he gave him the okay, which means it probably was a fling.
Yeah, like you said, for years, bro, like that's a whole nother ballgame. I would never do that. That's terrible. For years, they were serious like that. But if you like knocked her down, even if they, okay, that sounds weird to me because I wouldn't want to. But say like he knocked her down one time, and I say knocked her down, I mean, let's say they had sexual relations.
I mean, they know what they mean.
I know, but I want to make sure I'm very clear because you never know these days. I don't really.
It's not no WWE guys.
Yeah, we're not talking about SmackDown. But if he like laid with her and they shared each other's company for one night or two, that's not your girlfriend. That's some woman you have relations with. That's different.
I mean, yeah, friends with benefits.
Yeah, so.
And I went ahead and I fell in love. And it was okay. But it's just...
They clowned you, didn't they?
Yeah, family gatherings is awkward.
Yeah. I don't know about that one, Dave. I'm at the...
Well,
I would just have to let her go.
Nah, you see it. You understand. And she cooked. She went to cordon bleu.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Dessert?
Come on.
Oh, man. I might have to think about it.
And then the other things. While she cooked.
Do you guys know how awkward that is? Like, can you just imagine? Like, your uncle, man. And I don't know how anybody else's uncles are, but my uncles are kind of savage. So I would not even want to, like, even think about that. And just how my uncles are, how they make comments and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, I don't. Especially, like, you seen that person naked. So it's like, you know what your uncle's talking about. Have you ever had that happen? I mean, I don't know.
What happened? The situation?
No, I mean, not the situation. I mean, like your uncles are kind of savage. You know, they might make comments about women, you know, here and there, and then, you know.
Yeah, but
our barbershop talk.
We're men.
Our barbershop talk. Unless you guys are unfamiliar, you know, you're at the barbershop. Some guys say some slick stuff like, oh, you know, my girl, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but I don't. That's not weird to me. If my aunt was talking like that around me, then I feel weird. But my uncle, I mean.
No, I think it's weird if it's, so for example, let's say your uncle's having barbershop talk. and he's talking about the girl that you used to date. So
Well,
it's like
no, that's the difference.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's talking about the WWE moves and stuff like that, and I'm like, oh man, I remember those. Like that happened to me 2 years ago. Like
Yeah, no, that's
she does it real well. Like,
that's a
come on.
whole different scenario. You gotta be clear. You gotta clarify. That's a different scenario. No, I've never had it happen to me ever in my life.
That's what I was talking about. That's why I was like, it would be kind of awkward.
Of course. I mean, I'm not that kind of. I know guys who they'd probably even find it like funny or I don't know, cool even. But I'm not that kind of guy. I wouldn't want my uncle to be telling me about how he's busting down a girl I used to be with. I don't know. That's just not me. But some guys don't care. People have different levels of attachment in their, not even attachment. Oh, I'm not sure what the appropriate word would be for it, but like, you know, some couples, they're like they don't get as uptight about certain things.
Yeah.
Or other couples,
stuff. Yeah.
very loose with stuff. Other couples are like, they're very tight. Like, don't even look at another guy. I'm on the side of, I'm more side. I don't want my girl doing certain things, you know. Some guys are like, oh, I don't care, guys. Some guys are like, oh, I don't care, go ahead, dance with her.
No, that's not me at all.
No, that's not me. That's not me
at all.
But some dudes are like, some dudes will tell you, oh, go dance with their girl. When they say dance, they mean like grind.
Oh yeah.
And they don't care.
Yeah. Like, listen, you go
like,
to some of those like traditional places where they're traditional dance. Well, they call it traditional dancing, and it's really humping.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about now.
But they're okay. Like a lot of the dudes are okay with you dancing with a girl.
Oh, I don't know about that. I haven't been there.
I'm not gonna mention what kind of dancing. You guys know what I'm saying. Guys, I definitely wanted to give a shout out to this TikToker. I don't know his name, but shout out to him. He's gonna talk about another instance that has to do with people dating in the same family. He's gonna mention the Jackson 5. So I definitely wanted to give him his credit. I don't know it. If anyone knows in the comment section, please provide it. We'll definitely add it to the video.
That time Jermaine Jackson married his brother's baby mama, and then the family couldn't get rid of the woman. So in 1986, the youngest Jackson brother, Randy Jackson, met the Colombian model Alejandra Oziaza.
All he had to say was Colombian. I'm like, bro.
All right, let it play out, you thirst ball. But you're
They
right.
dated for a couple years and even had 2 children, but it's said that Randy Jackson was still in his Playboy phase and had no plans on settling down with Alejandra. Then to make matters worse, while she was 7 months pregnant with their second child, Randy went off and married another woman. In enters Randy's older brother, Jermaine Jackson. Once while Randy was off on tour, Jermaine came and swooped this lady off his hands without him even knowing. Alejandra said she was looking for a man that was more family-oriented, and apparently that's what Jermaine Jackson was at the time. He was very much family-oriented. The two had 3 children of their own, one actually being Jafar Jackson, who's going to be playing Michael Jackson in his upcoming biopic. They even went as far as to get secretly married in 1995, and this set Mama Jackson off. But Randy threw a fit. He felt betrayed by his brother, stopped talking to him for years, and called Alejandra a pig.
Can you blame him?
No, I mean, listen, that's... I would never talk to my brother ever again.
I wouldn't either.
I would never talk to my brother. And me and my brother like this. So I'm like, dude, that's crazy.
Bro, this is way different than what we just listened to.
I mean, obviously.
Like,
obviously, this is like...
They were married. It's your brother, not your nephew.
Y'all had kids.
And y'all had kids.
And then he married her, and then he had kids.
So their kids are cousins and siblings.
Oh my God.
At the same time.
Like why? Like I listen. I still will never get why guys act like there's no other girls in the world. There's plenty of women around the world. You just gotta travel. And the funny thing about life, and I realized this when I started like moving. I had to move around different places at one point in time in my life. The same girl that you like, you're not gonna find the same girl obviously, but you're gonna find a girl that looks just like her somewhere else. Like literally somewhere else. All you have to do is just move out of a 20-mile radius, move out of a 10-mile radius. You can see someone that literally looks similar to the girl that you like. Who has a different personality, obviously, maybe, I don't know. But the thing is that there's just so many people out there in the world, there's no reason to drink from the same water fountain. You can go somewhere else.
I agree with you. But this is a great example of how proximity breeds whatever.
Comfort. Yeah, it breeds comfort.
Because the reason, because he could have found a woman that looked just like her, to your point, but the reason he chose her...
Especially in Colombia.
Yes, the reason he chose her is obviously because he grew close to her.
Yeah.
And all this other stuff, which is just, I get it, but dude, come on, there's certain lines you don't cross. And they had kids. Listen, it's already bad enough if they didn't have kids together and they just, Randy was like, I don't want you anymore and left. And he was like, he scooped in and was like, hey, I know my brother's not treating you right. I want to be with you. That's still wrong. I would never do it. But once the kids are there, it's just totally like...
Super foul.
Come on.
I mean, listen, I think everybody's foul in the situation. I have to admit.
Oh, yeah, everybody's foul.
Yeah. So the Randy, the brother
Yes.
who did her dirty, obviously he was foul. Like he ran off, got married to another girl.
Yeah.
That's wrong. I'm not making any excuses for him.
Right.
She's extra foul. Like that's more than just revenge. That is like that's like I'm trying to slice your knife with a heart. I'm trying to reverse. I'm trying to
You can tell he's in
slice
shock.
your heart with a knife
Right.
because that is OD. At that point, you can't even love your brother anymore. I'm sorry. Y'all might have to make up at his funeral. Cause that I mean that's some wicked stuff, man. That's some. It's like how do you come back from that?
You're right. I can't. I was gonna say. I mean,
I mean that's just wicked. Especially your older brother. Well, I don't know the order. Was he the older brother?
he was the older brother. Randy's the youngest.
Oh, that makes it even
So
more
he scooped
worse.
in on his younger brother. I don't care what the order is.
That
to
boy's
me,
thirsty, man.
Nah, the whole thing is wrong. He could have been older, same age. They could have been twins. Well, that'd have been even worse.
Oh my gosh. At least that would have been understandable though. Listen, if
For
they're
her? For
yeah,
her?
if they're twins. If you think about it, like, oh, I thought it was the other brother. Let's say you sneak in the room one night. It's dark.
Oh yeah, you have kids together.
you know,
Yeah, sure.
and-
You have 3 kids together, but I didn't know.
I mean, not like that. I'm talking about like if it happened
one
on
time?
accident. If it happened on accident.
It'd be understandable for her, not for the brother.
Oh yeah, of course.
He
not.
knows
yeah,
what it
yeah,
is.
Yeah, of course not. No, of course not. No. The brother's in the wrong regardless.
Dang, this is savage. You went from weird to savage. Damon Wayans' story was weird. This story is savage. Wow, crazy.
The Damon Wayans story. If we're being completely honest, that seems more like he saw her out. He asked about the girl if anyone knew her, and then it turns out that his nephew ended up dating her or ended up having a fling with her, and he was like, "Bro, it's nothing." That's understandable because it's like he didn't like.
You gotta tell me. That's what I said.
She
from
wasn't
the
at the
start.
family reunion, and then he was like, You know what I'm saying?
That's what I said from.
All right, guys. So ultimately, I'm not gonna say Damon Wayans made a bad decision, but I'm definitely gonna say that Jermaine Jackson did. So he made the worst decision.
Come on, man.
I mean, I don't know. Is that a good decision? Did you like him? Did you like what Jermaine Jackson did? I don't know. Do you want that to be your?
I wish that upon you, not me.
Oof,
All right then.
that's terrible.
I'll take it back,
That's bad.
even though you suck. No, Damon Wayans, not bad decision. Just not advisable, but not bad. This right here, terrible decision.
All right, decision makers. If you think he made a good decision, either one of them, leave a like, leave a comment. If you think they made a bad decision, leave a like, leave a comment. Especially Jermaine Jackson. It's odd. All right, decision makers. Don't marry your relatives.